without further ado, live in Studio 2A, the Gay Boys.
Anything. I get a sense of life and death. It's ever spiraling effect. There's a punchline somewhere in there, waiting with a brighter beam, one that spreads from ear to ear, into your nostrils as they flare. It's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. Oh, it's love, it's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. Oh, it's love, it's what we're dreaming of. In the fire of sorrow, I pray deep pools follow. Tears pour the streams that take us to the river, that leads us to the ocean of forgiveness. Close your eyes, what do you see? It's all fuzzy to me. I get a sense of life and death. There's a spiraling effect. There's a punchline somewhere in there, with an incandescent beam, one that spreads from ear to ear, into your nostrils as they flare. It's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. Oh, it's love, it's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. Oh, it's love, it's what we're dreaming of. It's what we're dreaming of. against you. A good lover knows you gotta let it go. Knowing all I can say, knowing all I can do, all I can do to stay away from you. tormented by what they say. All this dead weight has accumulated. I gotta get out of the habit. Man's achievements are too tough to compete with. I gotta get out of the habit. Remedies for wrestling alone. 20,000 years of breeding with Neanderthals. For there to be a little left in us all. A love like this won't go untested. There's a nest in my heart we can rest in. Emptiness has flown the coop. Out of the habit. Man's achievements are enough to make me seasick. I gotta get out of the habit. The fear increasingly creeps in. See the light begin to dim. Insecure and afraid. Tormented by what they say. Now feel it down in my bones. 60 years old. Their eyes run around in the back of my head, bubbling up deep down in my subconscious. Feels so good, you're far away, and now I'm gone, and I'll be okay. It won't be long till I'm back in our room. It feels so good, you're far away, and now I'm gone. It will be okay, and I can't wait to be back in our room. Waiting for the monsoon.
You're tuned in to 91.3 KXCI Tucson. My name is Matt, and I'm live in Studio 2A right now with the GAYBOYS. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so why don't we start with introductions? Let us know who you are, what you're playing tonight.
I'm Mark, and I'm doing vocals and keyboards.
I'm Joel. I play guitar.
I'm Andy. I'm doing guitar and maybe a little trombone.
Oh.
Maybe.
My name is Simon, and I'm playing a bass.
My name is Zeke, or Andy, and I'm playing drums.
All right. Well, you recently returned from tour, so I want to talk a little bit about that. How long were you out on the road?
12 delicious days, or 13, something like that.
So, what was the terrain that you were covering this time?
We did New Mexico, Colorado. Oh, sorry, New Mexico, Colorado, and northern Arizona.
And was this mostly new territory for the band, or?
Yeah.
So, but not your first tour, right?
Nope.
So, tell me a little bit about what well, we'll start with this most recent tour. What was this tour like? What were the kinds of venues that you were playing? What was the kind of feel of this tour?
Definitely the DIY. You know, had the chance to play some nicer venues, but mostly just kind of smaller spaces and punk spaces. Yeah.
And did you feel, playing in more cities that were, off of the like typical Western tour route. Not just doing L.A., San Francisco, and then back again through like an L.A. suburb or something like that. What's different about playing, again, a little further off of the typical tour route?
Well, it's new for us.
Weather's nice too.
Yeah, the weather was nice. It was new. I think there's a couple different ways about kind of cycling around and touring.
Yeah.
And one is kind of sticking to the West Coast or something and kind of doing that. I think for me personally, I'd like to travel throughout the whole U.S. and kind of do it that way before we kind of start over again.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What was the highlight in terms of the best show that you played, most interesting city to play in?
Durango.
Yes, Durango. Yeah.
Las Cruces was really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Las Cruces was great.
Yeah. What was notable about those places, other than the fact that, Durango is an amazing, beautiful place, but what kind of show was that?
Durango was at this place called Suite 101, and it's just a DIY space, punk space mostly. But I think we have a lot of fun playing those, like the punk spaces, and kind of doing more dreamy stuff and stuff like that. But they were super sweet.
Yeah, everybody was so sweet. They were so open to everything and just dancing, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, that was like a weekend show for us too. So I think that was like the most people we ever played for on that tour. So just having like. Oh, and we showed up and they had like spaghetti and salad for us.
Don't
Forget
the garlic bread.
Andy and I ate way too much garlic bread.
Yeah. So when you're out on the road 12 days playing, shows almost every day, obviously a band is almost never tighter than like 2 days after coming back from tour. But did you find that over the course of the tour that you were starting to play around with the songs in a different way? Do you think it brought you to a different place musically than when you were when you left?
We lost Simon halfway through the tour, so that changed things quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about this, Simon, but Simon had to fly out of Denver, and then we had to finish the rest of the tour without a bass player.
I got really lost. And I just turned around.
That's a good strategy when you get lost. You just cut your losses, come home. Don't just keep wandering, right?
It made for a sweet homecoming though when we played Phoenix on he came up and that was really nice. So.
And were you mostly playing with newer material? Were you playing songs that you'd taken out on the road before?
It's a mix. Yeah, we haven't played anything off the first record, just new stuff that has yet to be recorded, and then the last record we put out, Pep Talk, is what we were kind of promoting.
Cool.
And I showed up in Tucson like 5 days before we left, so kind of had to. I think there's at least one brand new song that I hadn't played. There's a handful that I kind of had to learn / relearn. And so it felt very new for me. At least the majority of it did.
Yeah. And had this lineup been out on the road together before?
No way, Jose.
You learn a lot about each other when you spend 12 days in a van.
Boy, howdy.
So, do you feel like you came back from tour still wanting to be in this band? That's usually the most successment measure of a tour.
Yes, for me, but it's one of those things where I think those moments are, you're like, is this worth it? And then it's usually a quick yes, of course, this is always worth it. So yeah. I do really believe as well that those experiences playing for people who have never heard of you, have never seen you, don't know you, that it definitely there's a different kind of engagement that you get with those kind of shows than playing for your friends or for people who have seen you in Tucson half a dozen times or whatever. So that's awesome. And are you already starting to think about what terrain you want to cover next time around? Yes, I was working on it last night actually, but yeah, the south and then going up the east and kind of coming back through the middle, I think is this fall. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. The GAYBOYS strike back.
So we're going to get back into another set of music here from the GAYBOYS, and when we chat again, we'll talk about the most recent record and
whatever else we feel like talking about, I guess.
Ruby.
All right, you're listening to the Gay Boys live in Studio 2A on Locals Only, 91.3 KXCI Tucson. Don't forget, if you happen to be sitting at home and have a television, you can watch us. Turn your TV over to Creative Tucson. You can watch this performance live.
I'll take it for now. We have to start somewhere, like with emojis of flowers in the sun. I can't wait to hear the vibrant sound and feel the tone of your voice. I'm too far gone to make sense of this, and I can only get so much in a text message. they're not getting back to me. Have you heard yourself lately? You sound crazy. If I follow my sadness, I catch a glimpse of your reflection. You hold the power, but I hold the key. Let our pain is set us free. There's no need to fear me. There's no such thing as good timing. Who said love wasn't terrifying? I don't wanna have acid. I look back, connecting all the points, building my case. And if I can't solve it, we'll shoot the trumpet, blare in my head. Let our pain set us free. There's no need to fear me. There's no such thing as good timing. Who said love wasn't terrifying? Take it away, Andy. Take it away, Lord. I wanna give you all my love, everything I own, and think nothing of it. I wanna give you the key to my lock. This young pup wants to follow his heart. I wouldn't mind chaining myself to a fence with you. I wouldn't mind being put in my place or being tamed by you. You're not picking up on any of the signals I've been sending. I'd have better luck signing up on Tinder than planting holy seeds. The burn from rejection, it goes away. But a stubborn heart, it doesn't learn anything. Faithful to the bitter end, guided by the glow within. I wanna rise above, ascend to true love. I wanna hold hands with death as we dance through a valley untouched.
You're tuned into 91.3 KXCI Tucson. My name's Matt Milner. I'm live. Studio 2A here with the Gay Boys. Thanks again for coming down tonight, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So the last time that you were in was after the release of your first album, but it was before the second and most recent album, Pep Talk, had come out. That was, and that album came out in October of this past year, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the record. So Pep Talk is the name of the second album. And what, if anything, was different about the recording process that you went through for the second album?
We had some different lineup, some different friends kind of on this record compared to the first one. I think I think originally too, the difference going in was writing the songs based off keyboard parts first. And then that's kind of how that was the intention, and then yeah.
And was there a conscious reason behind that particular difference, or was that just a sort of happenstance of what instrument was in your hands at the time?
Yeah, just working with what's feeling appropriate. A lot of it was just the demos we're doing on like an iPad and just using the organ sound and that stuff on an iPad, and that was super easy. And then taking it to these guys, we kind of did the same thing as the first record, just went into Matt's and had fun.
Yeah. So both records at Midtown Island then?
Yeah.
And were there, the first time, the first record, it was very early in the life of this project. So did you feel like when you were going in to record the second record that you had a more defined sense of what the shape of the album was going to be, or was that also something that was somewhat amorphous at the outset?
It just kind of comes out. I think the process is just demo a bunch of songs, whittle the pool of however many ideas down to a solid 10 or 11, maybe 13, and then when it comes to actually doing the record, cut 12 and 13 and just put like 10 or 11 songs out. I think does that make sense? Did I
I was just laughing because I thought maybe you were just into odd numbers or something.
You're on to me.
Avoiding 12.
And you talked about during our last break as well that there's some new songs you've been working through that are even more recent than the album. Are you already starting to think about the third record then?
Yeah, we've done some demoing out and recording ourselves too as a full band. Sorry, yeah, and what was the question now? I forgot.
Yeah.
Now I gotta focus on speaking and the mic and answering a question.
I know,
a lot of work.
A lot to do. No, we're just talking about if any of the new songs that you're playing tonight, if you already have them in mind for a new record, or if these are just...
I think we're playing like 4 songs tonight that we're gonna put on the new record. Yeah.
Well, one thing that's fun about this project, I think, and kind of interesting is, so if you're not necessarily like paying attention to the lyrics, if you just hear it wafting in from another room, it's you hear like the sounds coming from like the old AM radio, like distorted through time waves and all of that. But at least a handful of the songs, you're talking about like the topics of the day, so to speak. We've got Tinder, we've got emojis, we've got like very 2017 lyrical content matched with a warm nostalgic music. I'm wondering if the juxtaposition is intentional, if you like having the lyrics that almost sound anachronistic in the context of the music, or if it's a total coincidence.
Just going with what feels right as far as topics and songwriting, and I think that's a really nice compliment and a really nice way to look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you. But very, very much just doing it and experimenting.
Do you are you the kind of songwriter who is writing? Are you writing the lyrics and the music at the same time, or will you have a vocal melody that'll come in your head and it could be weeks before you figure out what the words are for it?
In any way to write a song, I think is a good way to write a song for the most part, and have tried a lot of them, and so yes to both of those. Yeah.
So while you were out on the road, were you doing any of the Dreadcat material that we're gonna hear tonight as well?
Yeah, and that's what we're gonna jump into here in the next set, and it's kind of what we did. We like just finished the set off with like 2 Dreadcat songs.
Very cool. So for people who aren't familiar with the project, what is Dreadcat?
What is Dreadcat?
Yeah, you've got
what does
12 minutes
Dreadcat
to
mean
answer.
to you?
Yeah.
What does Dreadcat mean to you?
Yeah.
Let me answer that by asking you this, Matt. Did Zeke just take off his pants without anybody noticing?
You know what? I believe that did just happen.
Well done. That's Dreadcat.
There you go.
Right
Yeah.
there. It's taking off your pants.
We just experienced
on
it.
live television. In all seriousness, it was just kind of an impromptu project. Like I'd been working on some stuff aside from some Best Dog Award stuff. This goes back to then, and then Mark would play drums, and I would just play like power chords and stuff, and just like get that part of me out.
Right.
And it was a kind of a release, and we had a couple tunes, and then was going to go on tour with that other band, Best Dog Award, and then that kind of stopped happening very suddenly, and I kind of roped a band together last minute to still do this tour with Proteins and Harrison Fjord, both cool Phoenix bands.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? And did that, and it was going to be like a one-off thing, but like then just kind of kept doing it. And it's still kind of under the radar, and the lineup's always changing, but and so this pretty much we just kind of switched up a little bit, and then I try to sing,
And the trombone comes out.
Trombone comes out, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it's unsheathed at least. It's been assembled. It's been unsheathed. Yeah.
Exposed trombone.
Yeah. So we're gonna hear a couple of Dreadcat songs. Before we do that, real quick, if people want to find the most recent album by the GAYBOYS, what's the best way to be able to buy and listen to that record?
Bandcamp.
There you go, Bandcamp. And also, you can find more information about the GAYBOYS on Facebook, and anywhere else that people should go to find info about shows or music, anything like that. Those are the best places.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Those are the best. And for Dreadcat, does Dreadcat exist in a world beyond?
Good luck. Yeah, transitional.wave on Instagram. That's WAV.
There you go.
And that's it.
That's it. It's an ephemeral presence.
Yeah, come talk to me.
One more.
We got merch in the
thing.
back.
Also, check out West Oasis Bandcamp.
Oh, yeah.
West Oasis was on tour with GAYBOYS this past and did a wonderful job.
Yeah, really cool. It was described as psychotropic crooning.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Psychotropic uke crooning.
Wow. Very nice.
Uke as in
Super
ukulele.
catchy, cool tunes.
Very cool.
Very well.
Yeah, West Oasis on Bandcamp. Check it out. You won't regret it.
Excellent. All right. So with that, we're going to hear a couple songs by Dreadcat here on Locals Only, live in Studio 2A.
Doing Conesy.
Y'all doing cones?
Conesy.
This song is dedicated to Ryan from the band Daycons. Has nothing to do with it. Maybe a little bit. But not that much.